Welcome to Blue Collar Crypto, hosted by Tim Tarosian. This is part of the World of Ability podcast network. Special thanks to our distribution partners. We have Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel, Lawrence Wingate of Wingate TV and Wingate Studios. Special thanks to Nonprofit TV for their Facebook campaign, and also Marcus Hart of Transform You Media Network and Jay Stoyan of the Disability Channel out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This again is part of the World of Ability podcast network, and we are pleased to share with you Blue Collar Crypto, hosted by Tim Tarosian. Tim, over to you.
Well, happy winter holiday for all of us in Wisconsin and Minnesota, and even everybody in the cold wave that has hit the entire country, including hopefully Houston, Texas. Maybe you could have 10 degrees down there, so you can feel some of the cold winter wonderland, if it's only for a day. So where's my show today? We always begin with the same idea. If you're here, then we welcome you. There's a reason why you're here. And we believe the reason why you're here is you think there's something to this entrepreneur, have your own business. You think there's something mysterious about that and you want to know what it is. You don't necessarily want to start your own business or do your own payroll or go out and find business and marketing, but you're curious. So you're here. We welcome you at Blue Collar Crypto, and you're in the right place. And we'll keep your attention as long as your attention holds, and then we'll see you again at 6 o'clock, which is 7 o'clock Eastern. Okay. So, but the reason why you're here, it's not really terribly important. You're here. We're glad you're here. Relax. I'm going to discuss a couple things, and then that's it. Couple minutes, 2-3 minutes into it right now. All right. So let me tell you, when I started doing this about a year in. After about a year of doing this, I said you should have a goal, a personal goal. What do you want to accomplish? Do you think you can get there? Set it high. Set your goals high. They're achievable. Try and find some goals you think you can achieve. Your goal might be a 1-day goal. By tomorrow, I want this done. By next month, by 6 months, by a year. A year from now, I want this. This is personal, and the more personal you make it, the better it is. The more gratifying it is. You are your own boss. And if you set a goal and you meet that goal, you'll go, how did I do that? There's nobody to point to. Like if you're blaming, when something goes wrong, you blame somebody. Oh, it wasn't me. I did that because of something else. Somebody made me do it. The weather, right? When something goes wrong. But what if you set a goal and it goes right and you achieve your goal? Guess what? You can't point at anybody, just like when you're being blamed. Just when people say, oh, you screwed that up. Well, when you screw things up, you want to blame it on somebody. But when you get it right and you set your own goal and you want to point to somebody, like, no, you can't blame anybody for your success. You can only look in the mirror and say, I set myself up for the success and I achieved the success. I have nobody to blame but myself for succeeding. Okay? Let's keep repeating ourselves here. We're good people. We achieve good results because we have good planning. We have good thoughts. We have good intentions. And then we're surprised when we have good results as a product. The good result is a product of something. So about a year ago, I said, in 1 year, this is going to happen. This is me. I asked you to do something, set a goal and achieve it. So if you can do it and I can do it, we can both do it. And let me share what my success is and was. So I said 100 grand in 1 year of revenue. Where does that come from? We don't really care, do we? 100 grand's coming into our household. How does it get there? Is it a job? Great. Congratulations. Count your job. You've been going there forever. If you're a blue collar worker, if you have anything where you go there, you punch in, you punch out, you have vacation days and health insurance and all the freebies, And in total compensation, include your job money, is 100 grand. So now you have a side gig or maybe you have a second job. Altogether, add it all up. That was my goal. And have a job, start a business. Start one. I'm not saying you can make so much money and you have to cash flow. Maybe you're not making a cent, but start one. So that gives you some opportunity. And along the way, my third goal was to start 100 companies, 500 companies, somewhere in there, 100 to 200 to 500. Now, I didn't tell you about this. I said, well, make 100 grand and start a business. Simple, right? Between the two, if you're making 100 grand and you start a business, maybe starting a business will get you to your 100 grand. Because sometimes businesses make money and sometimes they don't. But I said, as long as we're starting one business, how about if I start 100 of them? 100 businesses. Well, this might be easier to start 100 if you start one. Begin with one business and keep growing, keep adding businesses. So this might be achievable. So it's a year in. Let's see if I've got done what I said I was planning on doing. And if I have a reason to look in the mirror and blame myself for getting done what I said I was going to do, it shouldn't be a surprise to who? It shouldn't be a surprise to me if I said something and I did what I said I was going to do. I should have nobody to blame but myself. Right? The hard truth. If you go to work and something goes wrong, hey, it's easy. It's easy to find somebody to blame, isn't it? Oh, yeah, well, they didn't tell me. They didn't tell me. How many other things can you say? So let me tell you about my week and we'll get off this show. What did I achieve in 1 year? Well, I don't have that many expenses. So as a virtue of not spending any money on a lot of things, I'm going to count that as about 20 grand. I'm a caregiver, so let's add another 20. Now 15. So let's say I'm at about 35 grand. So it's not the 100, it's 35. It's not much. I have somebody that I live with, right? My significant other, and she has an income. It's maybe 10, 12. So maybe I'm at 50. Let's say I'm halfway my income goal. So let's flip over to starting a business. What happened this week? So I found a nice life insurance company. I believe it's a very, very profitable. And I said, I really don't have a lot of computer skills. How do you expect me to run a business without a computer? And he says, well, sit down. We're going to teach you how to run a computer. Oh my God. You mean if I learn how to run this computer, I might be able to run a business? So he says, yeah. So let me take you through Windows 11 software on your laptop. So we're in process. I'm not quite an expert, but I'm learning, right? At which point I'll be a life insurance agent and all of my business will be gone virtually over remote working over my laptop. And will I be able to make the 100 grand then? I really do think so. 100 grand with my laptop, virtual meetings with life insurance customers. So last night, recently as Friday night, I went on Craigslist and I said, as I usually do, what opportunities are there? So I left a message and I talked to a gentleman and he said, look, it's not that hard to start a business. Let me show you how to start your own business by yourself. You're not working for anybody. Well, I'm going to show you. He says, you're going to Google my business. You're going to put your business on Google so that people could find you, right? So let me show you how to run a duct cleaning. Let me spell it for you because you might not understand my Middle Eastern Midwest accent. D-U-C-K. D-U-C-K. That's those things that heat your house, that the hot air goes through and goes through the vents, especially here in the north, and warms your house from your natural gas furnace, right? So those ducts, like a duck, quack, quack, they get full of dust. He said, this is a very great business, Tim. You can charge a customer $700 for about an hour or two of work. It's a great business to start. And I'm going to show you me, this guy right here is to blame, right? Because he's learning, right? He says, I'm going to show you, Mr. Tarosian, how to open this business and how to get customers. So it's been a year, but it's been a very good week. I've got 2 businesses started. It's 2. I said 1. I think I'm going to have 2 started instead of the 1. I'm about 50,000 into my $100,000 income. So that didn't pan out like I thought. But your equity will be your business. What is your business worth? When its operation, is it worth $500,000 with all the customers that you have and the repeat customers? So even though you might not have an income coming in, what are they worth? All together in one room. If you could put all your customers together, what is your business worth, including the customers? So that's 2 in 1 week. Now my feeling is this. If I have 2 businesses started after working very hard to get to 2, where will I be 1 month from now? Will I have 3? Will I have 5 businesses another month from now? Now that I have 2, will it be 5? Will it be 10? Will it be 20? Will it be 50? Will it be 75 businesses? Because I'm in the business of starting businesses, creating them. It's much easier when you've started 1 or 2 of them to get to 5 of them, to get to 10 of them. And that's where I'm at right now. It's a little bit of a roller coaster. It's a little bit of an avalanche. It's a generator. I'm generating business, generating businesses. Different fields, different. I learn how to do the business. They're profitable businesses, and there's no stopping me now. The only person to blame is me. I can only blame myself, because be careful what you wish for. You might get it, right? So that's the end of this show. I'll see you in a couple hours. 5 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock p.m. Midwest time zone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tim. As always, Tim Tarosian joins us at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Central on Blue Collar Crypto here as part of the World of Ability Podcast Network. Till next time, we thank you.